Felt like you guys were kind of out of energy up until that fourth inning, and just what was kind of the difference maker? You guys got bats going.
Honestly, I think kind of talking with each other between innings, saying like, hey, we really need to pick it up. Like, we know we can do it. We can put a team away in 5. So kind of just that mindset and kind of switching, I think that's when we kind of shifted gears. Kind of went from there, yeah.
You persevered. Wasn't necessarily your best stuff today, but, I mean, you were still dealing pretty well. But that pitch that kind of got away from you that I think surprised everybody that went out, what was your thought after that one?
I think I was frustrated, but after that pitch, I said next time she comes up to bat, I'm going to strike her out, and I did. I think just kind of there, it's more competing with myself. Try not to get, like, mad at it, but I think, like, you know, I have better pitches than that, so I'll show her that next time.
Talk about the connection with you and Gracie this weekend, another game today, Friday as well. Just what that was like with her this weekend.
It was fun. Before coming in here our freshman year, we both played in the All-Star game together. And that was kind of when we first got a taste of how much energy we can have together. So having her catch and, you know, stepping up for Emma, I think it was really good for her, and I think she did an amazing job. And then her being able to match my energy and her even upping me a little bit, I think that was great. So we kind of had a fun time together, kind of just focusing on us, not anything else really.
Speaking of that energy that you bring to the mound or to the circle, and you know how that translates to the rest of the defense, and can you just kind of talk about what you think about that?
Yeah, I think for me, I like to bring a lot of energy because I know when I do that, I feel like they can feed off of that. And I feel like when it's kind of quiet or kind of slow on the field, I think it takes one person to kind of start that so everyone feels more comfortable to do that. And so I think when we're all kind of up there and bringing the energy, I think everyone's able to feed into that and kind of start taking that into what they're doing or like their at-bats or plays that they're making. So that's kind of how I feel with the energy on the field too. So
3 strikeouts today after career high 8 on Friday night. Has you still pacing around 1 per inning this season? It's a lot higher than you were doing last year. What is it that's allowed you to kind of get some more of that strikeout stuff?
I think for me, definitely working on kind of my spin rate and everything like that. But also kind of going in and knowing that like my best can beat anyone, and kind of just having that mentality and just going after the batters, like not trying to pitch around them, and, you know, trying to hit a spot. I think just going and knowing that if I spin it, I can get a swing and miss if I want.
Can you talk about how connected you are with your defense behind you? It seemed like you guys were very vocal throughout the day, and that paid off very well.
Yeah, for sure. I think just knowing that, like, I talk to them too, but also when I hear them in the background, it's like, all right, and I know they have my back, you know. If I roll a ground ball and it's hit super hard, Paige, Katie, they're all going to get that. So I think just being able to be vocal also knows I have trust. I have trust with them and what they're doing on the field too. So,
can you speak to what your perspective is on the chemistry and camaraderie that the staff has? You know, the other pitchers have talked about how close you guys are, kind of a family within a family.
Yeah.
What your perspective is on that?
So kind of in the fall, we went out to coffee, kind of talked about everything. We did a lot of, I know, because we have Rowan freshmen, so we kind of took her under our wing too and kind of showing her how we do things, you know, and then her be able to feed off of us, but then we're also able to feed off of her because we all bring different things to the table. And I think if we're able to continue to support each other, but at the same time, like, we want to be on the mound. Like, we're competing against each other, but I think if we feed into that, but we're also supporting everyone, I think that's kind of what makes us really close. Yeah.
Really sharp weekend preview again this weekend, and continuing a really good start to the year. For you, what's the biggest takeaway going forward from this weekend for you and where your arm's at?
For me, I think coming into this weekend, I told myself that, you know, when I'm working ahead, I'm pretty successful. So I kind of said, you know what, I'm just going to go after everyone because, I mean, what do I have to lose? You know, ball out of the park, you know, so what, kind of go after everyone else. So I think continue to do that, and then just, you know, I want to keep being able to pitch, so I want to keep earning my spot out there, but also being able to support my other pitchers and support my team. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to for next week, too.
As a pitcher, is there a little bit more fire when you face a batter once again after she hit home run?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like I said, after she hit that, I was like, there's no way she's going to touch me again. That kind of lit a fire under me for sure. And I even turned to Remington after I said, I'm striking her out next time. So, yeah.
The other pitchers yesterday kind of set the bar for 300 Ks.
Mm-hmm.
You said you're competing against each other, so we can expect you to reach that?
Absolutely.